Fucking boom. What's going on, everybody? Got a little bit of a... I'm down with Nocturnal Graves, man. Great band. Yeah, what has happened? Why is the cam lagging? You know, you fix one thing, another thing fucks up. How is the audio, though? Is the audio lagging? Saw these guys here in Baltimore. Always gotta say it with that Baltimore accent. 11 to 12 years ago. Checking the kick stream is up, but the video is lagging, and that is extremely non-hetero. We don't want that happening. I don't know what is going on with that. Audio is lagging. Bit of lag, yeah. So is it just the video? Oh, Fumes is saying audio is lagging as well. Let me turn this off. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm going to try to fix this. Yeah, so the last stream didn't happen because I'm on a new computer now. I set up a new computer. And frames, yeah, I have a few drop frames. And audio is good, meant video. Okay. Audio is good. Yeah, what is going on with that? You know, when I loaded this up, I did a test run and the video was fine. But of course, when you go live, shit will happen. I'll tell you what I might do, because I'm using the snap cam to use the filter. I love how it blocks out the girl's eyes on the Kaivam shirt. That's fucking great. But what I'm going to try to do, bear with me here. Let's see if this fixes anything. I'm going to shut down the snap cam. Okay, so you're going to lose the cam for just a minute. Yeah, quit that. Okay. Now I'm going to try to add a regular camera, and we're going to see if that... We're going to see what that does for us. Let's see here. Ah, the joys of technology. The joys of technology, my friends. How's that? No video lag, right? No video lag. Okay, well, fuck it until we get it fixed. You know, one thing I don't like, am I just like set over different? Is my monitor turned a different way? What is going on here? Let me try this. Sorry guys, it is a brand new setup. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, video is fixed, so the audio is good, right? I had to do a test run, and the reason I missed the stream last time is because I got this brand new computer. Dude, I have not upgraded a computer in like 12 years. So some of the plugs you had to buy new adapters for and everything like that. I can't find all of them in the stores. I use a dual monitor setup so I can play shit off of YouTube or Rumble and then screen capture it, and I kind of host it off this bottom monitor. And that was like impossible to do with one monitor the way I have this shit set up. So probably boring you guys, but if you guys were wondering why I missed that last stream, that was why. It was like last minute. I pretty much had to. I'm rendering the new Infuriator music video, or at least I was, and my other computer basically was like so slow on this because it's so old. I was like, well, it's time to upgrade, and I had this other one laying around that my bass player gave me a while back. Let me play these tunes in the back. Should be nice and subtle in the back. Some nice little Abominator, you know. Try to use my Bob Ross voice. Last nice little Australian Black and Death thrash going on in the background there. Yeah, but basically that's what it is. Fix, the filter is gone, by the way. Yeah, we're just gonna try to go without the filter. I don't know why that decided to fuck up. Normally the filter works fine, but YouTube is just gonna have to hopefully not kick me. So whatevs, man, whatevs. It's good to see everybody. We got Fuse of Hatred, the Crazy White Boy, Dime Day, Metal AB. I don't know how to say that name. The Tiramisu guy. Tiramisu, what's going on, man? We're gonna play some fucking tunes. We got some good jams. We got some new stuff in here. Scum Christ, what's going on, man? Yeah, Scum Christ. Dude, I had all these people pop up at the test stream. I did a test stream just to make sure I was simultaneously casting. By the way, I need to go over and check, make sure, yeah, we are up on Kick. We are up on YouTube. We are up on X, and of course, we are up on Rumble. Okay. So all that's good. Need to check that out. Oh, the other things I forgot to add here. If you guys want to send any donations, do it through Rumble. Don't do it through YouTube. I think most of you know the score here. What else? Oh yeah, TeePublic. I forget the link because I don't have the thing saved. I got to remember to save that. You can buy a shirt, stuff like that if you want to help out. But yeah, mainly just don't donate through YouTube. I don't want to give them my money. All right, and we'll play some more tunes. I do have some new stuff in here. Some stuff I kind of wanted to get y'all's take on, but it ought to be a pretty good show, man. We got to have some fun. Do we have any RAC on the playlist tonight? We have Sketch on the playlist tonight. You know what? I don't, but I do have the new Kai, which I need to order. I'm going to order after the stream here. I was texting with Paul. I was blasting the new Kai, one of the tracks, when I was doing cardio this morning before I had to go to work. And I like to play some of that for you guys. So this is Among Two Storms by Kai. Hyperborean, if you will recommend one and give me like a song and a band, I will pull it up. And we'll play some RAC whenever we drop YouTube. I'm going to play this Kai, Among Two Storms. The new EP is out. I'm about to buy it after the stream. Check out the track. Sorry. I can only blame the new setup on so much. A muted mic, that's totally just my fault. I was talking about, like, the missus and I bought a new treadmill. I normally use a pedal bike when I'm doing my cardio if we're not actually out power walking or running or whatever. And I was blasting that shit this morning before work, and the way he has it panned, it's like the bass is over here and the guitars are over here. I'm over here, like, you know, power walking on the incline on the treadmill, like yeah, I love dude, all the Kai stuff is really good, man. Catchy. I'm looking forward to listening to it. I'm gonna buy it. I swear to God, I'm gonna buy that right after we're done with the stream. If I can remember, I'm going to remember my Bandcamp login. That's another thing that sucks ass about setting up new computers and setting all this stuff up, having to re-download everything, trying to get the settings back. And then you realize I have signed up for so many different things. I'm trying to remember what were all the links I had for all these different record labels. What were my passwords to the sites? Damn, man. It's a real pain in the ass, but yeah, that would definitely for sure, man. I've enjoyed all the Kai stuff that I've listened to thus far. You got some competition though, Paul. The guitars are hard pan left and right. Well, I was hearing the bass like maybe it's because like the rhythm here or the lead being over here. It felt like the bass was like main thumping on this side. But yeah, I was like totally like for whatever reason it was like the bass like super caught my ear. And it's normally the opposite for me. Maybe it was just that track. Normally the Kai stuff is very, you know, like the real trim picked and everything. But that one was such like a catchy track. Yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of the Kai stuff. I like it because Paul has the sensibilities in his writing, and this is something that I really like love about metal, is when it's heavy music, but you can still make a catchy song out of it. Like to me, all the classic death metal shit from the early '90s was like that, like the best stuff. Because, you know, as much as, you know, like, oh, we're extreme and we're heavy and stuff like that, you know, we don't fuck around with melody or yada yada, dude. At the end of the day, what you remember are catchy riffs. You remember catchy riffs, you remember vocal hooks, you'll remember leads that kind of capture the melody or the harmony or whatever. And that's what, you know, a lot of people, when they shit on like NS music and all that, I think that's one of the things that they really miss. They get so focused on the subject matter that maybe they don't agree with, that they'll miss all this like fantastic musicianship, these really catchy songs. Like the first wave of death metal, I think that's one of the reasons it resonates so much with a lot of us, is because it's like it's that perfect blend. It's extremely aggressive, but like listen to the first Deicide album. You'll be going home like singing, you know, Dead by Dawn, or Carnage in the Temple of the Damned or something like that. It's just real easy to keep those tracks like stuck in your head. And there's just so much good music is like that, man. So much, especially black metal, is so great at that. But yeah, totally check it out. I put the Bandcamp. I can't put the .com. I don't know if Rumble will let me do that. But check out Kai over on Bandcamp, and of course Paul's right here. You can click that and go check his music page, man. Paul does really good shit. I'm a fan. Hawaiian death metal from Nebraska. Scumcry says that's why I listen to more black metal than death metal these days. More melody. Yeah. And it's like everything, man. I find it myself where I get in these waves of listening to shit. Like I'll be in these kicks where it's like full on just fucking black metal. But then like times in it also kind of changes it. Maybe you guys are like this too. Tell me if you're like this. Does the weather kind of change, like the seasons? Does it kind of alter your vibe for metal? Because I find a lot of times during summer, for instance, I'm like way more about like thrash and stuff. And now some of this has changed a little bit since I quit drinking last year. But when like summertime, like I'm not a beach guy. If I'm at a beach, I got drugged there by the family or something. But I'm like a lake guy. I'm in the shade when there's grass around. I hate sand and I don't like salt water. But if there's a lake around or something like that, and I'm around that element, especially if I was drinking, I want to listen to like even Motorhead, like old school speed metal, or I want to listen to fucking like Slayer and thrash and all that. When it gets colder seasons, that fucking Nordic blood comes out, that Germanic blood comes out, and I'm wanting to swing battle axes and listen to black metal and shit. Fall, winter, black metal, summer, thrash, still black, yeah. But even then, most of the thrash I listen to nowadays is, and when I say nowadays, I mean for the past like 15 years, most of the thrash I listen to is like death thrash or blackened thrash, which I'm gonna play some here in a minute. Tell me what you guys think about this band. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but Moorbound Records, I think Fumes of Hatred turned me onto them. They keep having these sales, and I got another, thing in my my fucking folder, my emails, and it was like, check it out, we got a new sale over here. So I started looking at stuff, and I just bought another batch. And this was one that was in there. Tell me what you think of this. Thought it was pretty good myself. Load this fucker up. Yeah, the symmetry of it is what does it for me. Yeah, if you have a barbed wire pentagram surrounded by bullets with a pig head in it, I mean, that kind of helps your case as well, but Hawaiians could get down to the satanic pig. Yeah, that band is called Bleeding Fist. That was one that popped up. I never heard of them. They're from Slovenia. They were on, yeah, they're part of Moorbound Records. I bought that album. So it looks like they have a couple of full-length albums. They've been around since 2004. I thought they were South American, but yeah, pretty good. And yes, Hyperborean, I'm going to play, between those two, I'm going to play Rebel Hell, because I actually like Rebel Hell. And also, for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to play it now. I got to wait till we drop the YouTube stream, because, yeah, I'm not playing Rebel Hell on YouTube. But I'll play Violence Isn't Style. I found it on BitChute here. The singer for Rebel Hell, Colonel Slanders, actually just died, because he was also in Liberty 37. He was in Krieg's Legion, which is a really good fucking band. It's like a speedier version of Liberty 37. And he was also in Bullet Wound, who Infuriator, we did our last split release with Bullet Wound. Our last release was called Spent Casings, and yeah, he was the singer for that band, the singer for Rebel Hell, basically that whole band, I think, for the most part. For RAC, check out Bunker 84. That sounds familiar. I think I've listened to that. But of course, we're going to have to wait until we're not on YouTube to play any of that fun stuff. But I do got some more heavy hitters here, man. How about some Impiety? Some Impiety. You know, Skullfucking Armageddon gets most of the attention. It's a great album. Great album. But Chaos Command 696 is just as good, but really hard to find. So check out this track. I love this album. Set this fucker up. Look at that cover. Apocalyptic nuclear battle beasts. For fucking impiety. That is Singapore impiety. You know, that also reminds me, I need to go dig through the collection, man. I remember there's like a handful of other Singapore bands that I remember thinking absolutely blistered ass. But now off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember who the fuck they are. I can still like close my eyes and see the band photos. There's one in particular I'm thinking of, and I think it was a propagator release that they were a part of. It was part of a split. It might have even been part of the split that Iron Casket was on. Fuck, man. Or at least one that was in the works for getting like a comp done. Motherfucker. Now I'm trying to remember. I need to go look through similar artists. I remember there being like a handful of like really good things from Singapore. Infernal Execrator. I don't know if I remember that one. If Horror, yeah, I remember Horror's good. That's not the one I'm thinking of though. Hillbilly Hellraiser, sup fellas? How's it going, man? Yeah, pick up the new Kai. Head on over to Bandcamp, pick it up, dudes. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. If you hadn't even checked it out yet, you can check it out here. You can go listen to it on Bandcamp. But you know, support the underground, man. I wouldn't just say this because you know Paul's a cool dude, but you know the tunes are there. I mean, I enjoy them. I'm pretty sure I own every release so far. I like that riffing style, man. But yeah, we're gonna drop YouTube here in probably about 10 minutes or so. I think I've got a few more things that are still YouTube friendly. I ended up with a lot of Australian shit on this stream for some reason. Why is this fucking thing up so high? Yeah, I have a lot of Australian shit for some reason, but I'm gonna play some Finnish shit. This is Earn 666 Megatons. That's like their best album, I think. They've done some really good stuff, but the best album is the first. This is the title track. Blistered. Check it out.
Wait,
Lord 666 megatons. You know, Matt's here now. Yeah, goddamn. Everything better be good with the snooze setup. Everything better be fucking perfect, man, because if it's not, Matt will be the first to let you know. He's here like he's almost like an auditor. I imagine Matt watches the streams with a clipboard like, right. He's gonna report me to Rumble. Fucker. Yeah, when he comes in here, he says, "What's up, players?" The first thing I thought of is, you guys ever see Tropic Thunder? I hope you have. You know, Tom Cruise's character when he's doing that retarded dance to that fucking dumb rap song. He's like, play, yeah. That's the first thing I thought of. Hey, Super Coven, did I ever ask you where you got your screen name? Is it from the Electric Wizard track? Because I think that every time I see it, but I don't think I've ever actually asked you. If you are on YouTube, man, and you want to keep watching the stream, head on over to Rumble or Kick or X, preferably Rumble, because X actually sucks for streaming. Kick is a beautiful looking platform. It's just in a hub of like you know, retarded content. Like I have no idea why anybody watches anything on Kick aside from their chat is awesome. Like the setup and like the visual looks really nice. Yes, sir. It is Love the Wizard. Super Calvin. I just remember Just Oborn like yelling that at the end of that track. It's a good track. Haven't listened to that one in a while. I love the early Electric Wizard stuff. Be gone, YouTube. Oh, we got the Pogromist in here. I saw a possum earlier. Now we got a Pogromist in here. We're not done with YouTube yet, pal. We gotta give people a little bit of time. I'm gonna give them 5 more minutes. Actually, you know what? Never mind. No, I'm not, because it looks like most of them are moving over. The number on YouTube, it shows me on my hub here where I'm hosting how many are on each, and I've still got like now 2 more just joined on YouTube. Guys, if you're on YouTube, head over to Rumble. The links are up. Where are they? Right up here. Head over to Rumble, preferably. Kick would be second, and X would be down. Yeah, Matt's right. We got to give them time to transition. Got to be careful with what I say because we are still on YouTube. They're transitioning. They're transitioning, Pogromist. We need to be a little more tolerant and you know, comforting to the transitioning YouTubers. Good, they're dropping. All right, now it's back down. All right, we're gonna knock YouTube out. Oh, that's another thing I gotta add. Hold on, I can't in good conscience do a stream without my knocking out YouTube awesome image that I use. Let me dig through this pile of shit, see where I put it. There's no fucking telling, dude. I'm telling you, when you go and reset stuff, it's a nightmare. This is why I've had this computer for months now. Bass player gave me this computer fucking months ago, but I haven't used it intentionally for this reason, because I'm like, man, there's so much shit that I'm gonna have to like move over, and I'm gonna have to relocate and find. And I have so many folders, so many videos. Yeah, there it is. Come here, you bastard. Fuck yeah, knocking out YouTube. There it is with the links and everything like that. Metal AB with the $5 or whatever they call it on Rumble. The Rumble rant says a word that should be appearing on your screen right now that I can't say because we are, for the moment, still on YouTube. But you know what? I will play some of that once we drop that YouTube stream. So I'm going to go ahead, knock out YouTube. Guys, if you're on YouTube, the links are right there on the screen. Go to one of the other platforms. Go to Rumble, preferably, or Kick, or X. But YouTube, you're